What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we have massive Pokemon Legends ZA news, breaking down the brand new Megas, the new DLC, and even more details you may have missed. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and support my work by becoming a channel member, and let's dive in. Today, we got the final trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA, and honestly, if this trailer did not sell you on the game, I don't think anything will, because we got confirmation of 5 new Mega Evolutions being added to the game. We got incredible character animations that are playing on the screen right here. I think the animations look so lively and lovely in general. I think this is maybe the best looking Pokemon game I've seen in a hot minute. And honestly, I am so happy with what they showed off. They did confirm this is the final trailer, so we are not getting any more promotional material. However, I do think this was just enough to make me happy until the release on October 16th. So the big news is we got the reveal of the Mega Kalos starters. We have Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, and Mega Greninja. And I think all 3 of these guys are absolutely phenomenal looking, and I cannot wait to use them in general. Now let's break it down here. So one, Mega Greninja is doing his best Naruto impression. At first, I was like, I'm out on this guy. I'm not too excited. But then I realized that this Mega Greninja, he throws the shuriken like a Rasen shuriken from Naruto. All right. He is throwing the shuriken like it's a Rasengan shuriken from Naruto. I'm all in. I actually think it looks sick. I love the all black on it, and I love the light blue accents on it. I think this looks great. I do think it's probably the least of the 3. I like the least best, but I do think it's honestly very cool in general, and I would love for this thing to be on my team. Then we got Mega Delphox. Mega Delphox looks really cool. It has the wizard, like a Merlin type of vibe. I love the beard on it. It's just super cool. The 2 brooms, the really big fire on it. I think it looks absolutely crazy, and yeah, it's big Harry Potter vibes on this thing. I think it looks pretty fire. Not gonna lie. It looks pretty fire. And then we got Chestnut, and I do think Mega Chestnut is absolutely the best. This thing is regal. This is a king. This is a Knight's King. This is Knights of the Round. And I do like that its shoulder plate turns into a massive axe. I think that is really cool. And yeah, these guys are amazing. In general, I think they knocked it out of the park with these Mega designs so far, and I do think this group of the Kalos starters is phenomenal. So we do have a little bit of lore. So Mega Chestnut is still going to be grass and fighting type, and its shield-like shoulder armor transformed to destructive weapons, so it is confirmed to be an axe-like weapon, which is really interesting. I assume it's going to have high physical attack and high physical defense, so pretty decent. Probably makes my team. Mega Delphox is still confirmed to be fire and psychic typing, which is really cool as well. And Mega Greninja is still water and dark. So nothing changes on that front, but I do think, you know, as a secondary starter Pokemon in this game, I do think this is a really cool choice in general. I'm definitely a big fan of it. However, I have some disappointing news, guys. Big disappointing news. The Mega Stones for Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja will be available as rewards in online ZA Battle Club. So one, it seems like you have to have Nintendo Switch Online to even get these. Greninja will be the Season 1 Mega, which is launch day, October 16th. So it seems like you can get Mega Greninja at launch. However, if you wanted to get Mega Delphox and Mega Chestnut, you will have to wait for Season 2 and Season 3 of the ZA Battle Club. So I'm going to assume Delphox will be in middle November, Chestnut will be middle of December. So you will not be able to use Mega Delphox and Mega Chestnut on your very first playthrough of Pokemon Legends ZA. And I do think that is horrible news. I understand why they're doing this so people play the ZA Battle Club. I do not personally like that they are essentially locking out 2 Mega Evolutions of some of, you know, and these are incredible Mega designs. They're locking them out. I think that is incredibly lame. That is a huge L in my opinion. I guess I'll have to use them on a second playthrough. You know, it's a little bit unfortunate I won't be able to use them on my first playthrough, and most people won't be able to in general either. Now, I do want to say something that's really cool. The fact that we have an underground system to Pokemon Legends ZA means this game might be a lot bigger than what we thought. A lot of people are complaining, oh, it's only in a city. Well, yeah, it's only in a city. I think that's fine. Plenty of video games only take place in a city. However, the fact that we have an underground catacomb system, which is something I've been saying for over a year now that I wanted to see in this game because it makes sense. It's based on Paris. Underground catacombs are, known for Paris. Makes sense to have it in this game. And looks like we do have it. So there will be some Pokemon in an underground area. So the wild areas we saw on the map may not be the only wild areas in the game. There could be a pretty expansive underground area where you can only catch certain Pokemon. Inka's here, Patrat's here, Noibat, Klefki. So I'm very excited for this. This is very awesome, and it gives me a lot more hope for this game in general. Now, we do get more confirmation. It seems like pretty much every Mega Pokemon has been confirmed for this game. Now, we don't have anything on like Mega Rayquaza, Mega Latiz. I don't think the Groudon Kyogre is going to make it. To be fair, I don't think Mega Legendaries from previous games are making it. But I do think if you are a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, you are going to be in the game. And this trailer has confirmed Manectric. It confirmed Aggron. It confirmed Aldino. So that was really cool. And then we get to see Medicham out here as well, which was, I don't know if it was confirmed before. Slowbro makes the cut, which we already saw Slowpoke. But, is the fact that they're showing us a million Megas, to me, says pretty much if the Mega Evolution existed before, it's going to be in the game. Unless, it's a legendary, because I do think they may be saving that for something else. Also, we do get to see Eternal Flower Floette actually attack and do something. So that is very cool. And I gotta say, the cutscenes actually look pretty good in this game too. So I am very impressed with how they're looking. But I am excited that Eternal Floette is attacking, which means, hey, maybe this Pokemon will be playable, story reason. Maybe it technically will become like a legendary we can get later in the game and we can use it for the first time ever. Something I do want to point out, these two different signs here, these definitely look like rival clans and maybe dojos we're going to have to fight out. I mean, the one on the left definitely looks like a dojo. I'm not sure what the one on the right could be. Maybe it could be like a cafe or something. But they put these in the trailer right before like a big battle thing. So maybe you can these are different groups you're going to have to fight throughout the story, or these could be like side stories and things like that. There's a lot of interesting side content that could be made from this, but there are at least two other opposing teams that doesn't seem to be part of the main story, but maybe some just battle content outside of the ZA Royale. Now, we do know about Pokemon Home now. Pokemon Legends ZA will be able to connect with Pokemon Home in 2026. Regional variants from Pokemon available during the game will be transferable. So yes, all the different Pavilion forms will be available in Pokemon Home Transfer. Yes. Alolan Raichu, Galarian Slowpoke, Hisuian Goodra, and Avalog. Yes. So those are locked in. You'll be able to bring those over in 2026. So there will be no Pokemon Home Transfer at launch for this game, which makes a lot of sense. They never do it. I'm going to guess in January, they'll probably have it up and running then. Now, this is very interesting. Pokemon Legends ZA will be considered a new generation in Pokemon Home. So technically, Pokemon Legends ZA might be a Generation 10 game, like a pre-Gen 10 game. Pokemon caught in Legends ZA can only be transferred to future Pokemon games, aka Gen 10. Once you transfer a Pokemon from a previous game to Legends ZA, you will not be able to transfer it back to Generation 9 or previous games. So essentially, if you are shiny hunting for certain Pokemon to bring over to Generation 10 or maybe to Pokemon Legends ZA, you will not be able to bring them back. It is a point of no return. It is definitely a hard stop of the Switch era of Pokemon games. So I thought it was really interesting. So the big news, the other big news besides the 3 new Megas, we got 2 more new Megas. Mega Dimension. Pokemon Legends ZA has DLC featuring 2 Mega Raichus, Mega Raichu X, Mega Raichu Y, and HOOPA. HOOPA DLC, baby. And there is a pre-order bonus. You will be getting an X and Y outfit. You will also be getting 3 fast balls, lure balls, and level balls, and heavy balls. Now, You can pre-order the DLC right now. It is $30. $30 DLC. Day one, $30 DLC. Now, this game will not be out on the 16th. The DLC won't be. But you can get it. Now, what will you be getting? Well, you will be getting the X and Y holo pattern. And the release date says before February 28th, 2026. So pretty much between the launch of the game, October 16th, and Pokemon Day, which is February 27th, this DLC will be out early 2026. I'm going to guess it could be early February or like late January is where they may put this in, which is, you know, pretty interesting. And also, they did confirm it takes about an hour to an hour and a half before you can access mystery gifts. So that is how long it takes to get to an online screen in Pokemon Legends ZA. So very interesting stuff. But the fact that 2 Mega Evolutions for Raichu is absolutely crazy. So there's a Mega Raichu X. I'm going to guess he's a physical attacker. I'm not going to lie. I like the idea of X, but I don't like the color. I don't like the skin tone here. He looks sort of like a shiny in a way here. I really like the tail and I like the ears, but I don't like the body and I don't like how the pink cheeks are. And then here's Y. And I like the color of Y. I think I'm more in on Pokemon or Raichu Y than X here. But we do get a little bit of information of the DLC now. Spatial distortions suddenly appear in the city. So this seems to maybe be a post-game DLC. And then we do get a whole piece of lore. HOOPA is a mythical Pokemon that can warp space using the loops on its horns and around its body. These loops are stretchable, can form wormholes inside them, leading to far-off places. So we can go anywhere. So, you know, people are saying, oh, the game only takes place in the city. Maybe the DLC will take us to different regions. Maybe it'll take us to Hoenn, and now we can get Mega Rayquaza and the Mega Latioses, Primal Kyogre, and Groudon. Like, the possibilities are endless. Maybe it could take us to wormhole space. Like, there's so many different categories. Also, Mega HOOPA Unbound is a possibility. Since HOOPA is like the box legendary mythical of this DLC, I bet it's going to get a Mega Evolution too. So that's very exciting here. And yes, more info on Raichu's Mega Evolutions, X and Y. I think the X looks pretty cool in this promo art. I like that Y has fangs though. Like, Y is a more primal, which is very interesting to me. But Y is definitely more of a special attacker, and X is definitely more of a physical attacker. So Mega Raichu X. It floats using electromagnetism and concentrates electricity into its fists. The repulsion from the electromagnetic force generated by its 2 tails allows it to float as it moves. It's ample in subcutaneous fat, can store up electric energy, letting it maintain a high electrical output and heightening its defensive capabilities. Oh, okay, so high physical attack, high physical defense, and probably high speed. Using electromagnetism to propel itself swiftly through the air, it can take down opponents several times its size with a single blow of its electrical charged fist. It bears a distinct resemblance to a regular Raichu. So I will say this, Mega Raichu X might be really good because Volt Tackle is a signature move of Pikachu, and the fact that you have a physical Raichu to use Volt Tackle is gonna be insane. Then Mega Raichu Y. It strikes swiftly and bathes foe in electric power. Mega Raichu Y's greatest strength is his ability to unleash its power instantaneously. So it excels in short, decisive battles. The amount of electricity it can generate in his electric sacs on his cheeks have been powered up. The energy generated in these cheek pouches is amplified as it courses in a zigzag pattern between tail and the spiky horn-like fur on its head, letting it unleash a powerful electric type move. All this electric energy gives it a wild and competitive temperament, causing it to enshrue tactical maneuvers in a favor of a straightforward approach to battling. It bears a distinctive resemblance to Pikachu. Okay, so Mega Raichu Y does look, yeah, it does look more like Pikachu. Oh, well, shit, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I got a Raichu right here. X does look a lot like regular Raichu, but Y does look more like Pikachu. Oh, okay, I see. That's pretty cool. Also, Y weighs a lot less, and X is also a lot taller and weighs more. So that's pretty interesting. But that is all the information we have. That's the final trailer. So very interesting that we do get confirmation 5 new Megas, new DLC, Pokemon home info and transfer information, and ranked battle reward. So there you go. And guys, let me know in the comment section below, what Mega Evolution are you most excited for? Greninja, Delphox, Chest,